Master D coming at you with another video. About to put on these ribs, doing end over end ribs. So, got my probes. One of them does not work on my meter block. So I'm just going to be using 3. So here's the first rack. Place it right here by the blocking log. Grab the last probe. There. Now, why end over end ribs? Well, really has to do with my first cook on an offset smoker, which was my worst cook on an offset smoker ever. It's back when I had the Barbie Chef, and it was, I believe, January, and I did end over end ribs in my Barbie Chef. I haven't put any heat sealant on it yet or anything else to make it so that it would hold in its heat very well. They were the most unevenly cooked ribs or any other cook that I'd ever had in my life. And when I thought about what kind of test would be really good for the Blue Smoke smoker to see if it could, hold temps evenly throughout the chamber, this is what I thought of. End over end ribs. So let's see if at the end of this cook, they're evenly cooked or not. Here we go. So, 2 of my meter probes that I thought were going to be working are not working. I showed you the one that was already broken. And I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if they didn't get charged or they weren't connected properly to charge, I tried to wiggle them around. I tried, restarting the meter block, but nothing right now. I'm just going to let it ride. It'll be fine. I wanted that data, though, just to show you what was happening, temperature-wise across the chamber. So, I think I'm going to throw some biscuits on. Maybe that'll help. I have the scoop baffle about an inch back from anywhere I've ever tried it before, just because I put the racks in a different way, which I think is probably the correct way. So I wanted to give that test another go, so that maybe will give us some of that data that I had hoped a meter would give us soon. So this is interesting. The second probe in the meter came online and it's saying that it's reading quite a bit lower. I think maybe what I should do is take that blocking log out and see if that changes anything. All right, here we go with the biscuits. All right. So, interestingly, I was thinking that these ribs are done. Is that because of radiant heat coming off of the fire there? I'm gonna have to flip these around because I know the rest aren't done. So, I feel like maybe we've learned a little bit about how this part here might have some radiant heat issues. Let's see. Yeah. So this definitely does feel like it has cooked a lot better than this side. So we do have to do something about that. This side is a bit thicker. I know the heat comes down there a bit more. Got our biscuits, checking in on those. They look fairly even right now. We're gonna let them go another 20 minutes. All right, now let's check on these biscuits. Go. All right, there we go, the first two. There are two. All right, so I want to take a look at these biscuits. We see that they look fairly even all the way across. You know, with that new configuration, still a little bit darker on these than on these ones. So I think that just may be a thing for this scoop baffle. It's always going to be a little bit more right there by the firebox, but considering how close we are to the firebox, that is really good. All right, you see the draw coming up through there. I want to talk about fire management for just a second, specifically about where to put the door here. And the door is the damper on this. Now, Big Phil made this slot here, but I feel like it closes it down a bit too much, and I get to dirty smoke a lot quicker that way. Having the door open further, while it may be less efficient because some of the heat's coming out back through the door, it just makes fire management a lot easier. Smoke management, you know, having the smoke that I want a lot easier too. So this is how I intend to run this smoker. And if you run an offset smoker and you're having trouble, you know, maybe think about opening that door a bit more. You know, let even more oxygen in. It's not gonna hurt. May help. All right, gonna spray. See, this is a bit dry here. Just get a little bit of moisture there on these ribs. Just a little bit of water. All right. We're 4 hours in now, and I think that we are ready to wrap. I'm liking the color on this. You see the yellow there has turned colors, so that's good. Over here, not quite as much yellow. I think that these ribs are thicker and fatter, and these ones are thinner and leaner. And I think that is definitely having an effect on which ones are cooking faster and, you know, more evenly. So, ooh, some of this fat looks like it's bubbling a little bit. So it is definitely time to wrap. All right, so I'll be using this lard, snowcap lard by Morel, I guess. Pull these out. All right. Got the lard there. Put a little bit more down. You can see it's already melting some. Put that down there. Just put even more. So some people put butter, and I actually use butter a lot, but I thought I'd try lard. I know Jeremy Yoder does lard, so this is me giving it a try. Paper and lard. Usually use tin foil, but back in it goes. So that is a white oak round. I decided to try to light on fire while I'm in the wrap. So working on it, but yeah, just something fun. All right, so I've got honey here that I decrystallized. All right, another use for this Innova oven. I've got it set to 100 degrees and trying to decrystallize this honey for our glaze. All right, and put half maple syrup in there. All right, that's about right. Now, I've got a chopstick. I'm gonna mix it up in here. Mix, mix, mix. And there we have our honey maple syrup glaze. Smoke's a little thick. But burning it's worked pretty well. I think it's burnt through. Putting small splits underneath and over it to help it burn completely. All right, now for the bend test. Let's see. All right, these are definitely some bendy ribs there. Oh, hot. So a lot of grease from, yeah, I think we're there on both of them, actually. Be careful of grease dropping. Woo, this is hot. Woo. All right, I let the ribs cool off a little bit. So, a lot of nice juices here. And make a little boat here. And take this. Paint some of this on here. If we want it to caramelize, it's got to get up to 320 degrees, which I don't know if I can do that. We'll see. Try to get every surface I can in here. Okay. And then just normal here, we're gonna get some that are gonna be Sweet Baby Ray's. Give you a close up of these ribs. All right, so the honey maple glazed and Sweet Baby Ray's. All right, let's see if we can crank up this fire. All right, threw a couple more sticks on. My friend's gonna be here soon. See about throwing on some corn. I'm gonna barbecue some corn. So I'll be looking at that next. Hopefully the temps are gonna get high enough for caramelization. If they don't, I'm sure it'll still be good. Just put some butter on this corn and some just generic Cajun seasoning. And it is now going on the pit here. All right. Woohoo! The round of wood has been broken. All right, one final push. Try to caramelize that sugar, and then I'm gonna pull it off and check the corn again. I think the corn will probably be done, and then ready to serve. All right, and now we're gonna take a look. All right, I think I'm gonna pull these off here. So I'm gonna take a look here. So this is the honey maple glazed. All right. And it smells really good. All right. Whew. I'm gonna put that one to that side. I'm gonna try to get them both on here. And this one is the Sweet Baby Ray's that I normally do. It's looking very good. I'm gonna stuff these in here. All right, and I can tell the corn is starting to dimple, so that's a good sign that it is getting ready. That one can come over here for a second longer. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, I think this one's about there. I need a place to put this. I'm gonna throw a couple more sticks on the fire and let these two go a little bit longer. All right, and here we are with a taste test. So we've got the normal and the maple honey glazed. Now, when I look at these, I know that I was talking about seeing how evenly it cooked. I think that it did pretty well. You know, offset smokers, they're wild. You know, like Aslan, not being a tame lion. Offset smokers are not tame cookers. But you know, this feels pretty good. This one feels pretty good too, I think. And I took it to where it felt good. So, you know, this maybe has a little bit more than over here. You know, if I was just regularly going to cook these, I wouldn't have cooked them end over end. I would have cooked them, you know, side like normal, and it would have come out just a little bit better. But for what I was testing, and especially with the biscuit test, I think everything came out as well as I could have hoped. So I'm just going to take off the end here on each of these just to give it a try. Got my scissors. I know a lot of people use, you know, the knives, but it's just easy. All right, there. Take this one off here. So I've got some friends who are going to eat with me, and I want to do some of that. Let's see what this maple tastes like here. It's interesting. Subtly sweet. I'm gonna have to try it some more. I like it so far. You know, it's not overpowering. It's good. I think it's gonna do well. And I know that I like the Sweet Baby Ray's. I mean, Sweet Baby Ray's is just one of the best sauces. Always. And just get that nice bark. So I am happy with how this has turned out. You know, I'm gonna keep smoking on the Blue Smoke Smoker. And you know what, y'all? Go get your smoke on.